Hi everyone, now I continue to record lesson 13, mini story Lost Custody. I'm okay. It's time for the mini story for the Lost Custody lesson. Let's get started right now. Here we go. Yuriko is unfit to be a student. Every day she comes to school late. Then she belittles the other students. When another student makes a mistake, Yuriko yells, "Are you stupid? Do you have a mental disability? What's wrong with you? You idiot." One day, another student named Janhwa complained to AJ, the teacher. She says, "I'm frightened by Yuriko. I'm going to quit this class." The teacher says, "Stick it out, Janhwa. Don't worry, I will get rid of Yuriko. Then we will all be better off." The next day, AJ, the teacher, brings a gun to school. He points the gun at Yuriko and threatens her. He says, "Yuriko, if you come to my class again, I will kill you. Then I will take custody of your son, and I will beat him every day. So leave now." Yuriko is frightened by AJ's threats. She starts crying, and then she runs out of the class. The other students cheer, "Yeah," and everybody's happy. Okay, let's go again. Back to the beginning, this time with questions. Yuriko is unfit to be a student. Is Yuriko good enough to be a student? No, of course not. She's not unfit to be a student. She cannot be a student. Why is she unfit to be a student? Well, because she complains every day and she says bad, terrible things to other students. That's why she's unfit to be a student. Is Janhwa unfit to be a student? No, Janhwa is a good student. She's fit to be a student. But Yuriko is unfit to be a student. Is Yuriko unfit to be a business person? Well, I don't know, but maybe she's okay. Maybe she can be a business person, but she's unfit to be a student. She may be fit to be a business person, but she's unfit to be a student. Who is unfit to be a student, Yuriko or Janhwa? Well, Yuriko is unfit to be a student. Who is unfit to be a student? Jen? I mean, Yuriko is unfit to be a student, right? She can't be a student because she's a very mean, terrible person. Every day, she comes to school late. Then she belittles the other students. Does she insult the other students and say bad things? Yes, that's right, exactly. She belittles the other students. She says terrible things to them. "You're stupid. You're ugly. I don't like you. You're a horrible person." She says the things. She belittles the other students. Who belittles the other students? Well, Yuriko belittles the other students. Who does Yuriko belittle? Well, Yuriko belittles the other students. Does Yuriko belittle the teacher? No, she does not belittle the teacher. She does not assure him. She does not say terrible things to the teacher. She belittles the students. Does the teacher, AJ, do he belittle the students? No, AJ does not belittle the students. Who belittles the student? Well, Yuriko belittles the students, right? How does she belittle the students? Well, when another student makes a mistake, Yuriko yells, "Are you stupid? Do you have a mental disability? What's wrong with you? You idiot!" Does she ask the students if they are damaged? If their friend is damaged, something's wrong with their friends. Yeah, that's right, exactly. She says, "Do you have a mental disability? It means is your brain broken? Is your mind broken?" Right, she says, "Do you have a mental disability?" Does she ask if they have a physical disability? No, she doesn't ask if they have a physical disability. Physical disability, maybe their legs don't work, maybe their eyes don't work well. They can't see. That's not what she's asking. She asks if they have a mental disability, right? A brain disability, because they're so stupid. Does she ask other students if they have a mental disability? Yes, that's right. She asked the other students if they have a mental disability. Does she ask the teacher if he has a mental disability? No, remember, she does not belittle the teacher. She never asked the teacher if he has a mental disability. Who does she ask? Do you have a mental disability? Well, she asked that. She asked that to gather students when they make a mistake. So it's very strong, right? Do you have a brain problem? A brain, something broken in your brain, a mental disability. She says, "What's wrong with you, you idiot?" Well, the students feel very bad. Only day, another student named Chenwa complained to AJ, the teacher. She says, "AJ am frightened by Yuriko." Does Yuriko scare her? Yes, that's exactly right. She is frightened by Yuriko. She is scared of Yuriko. She feels afraid. The Chenwa feels very scared and afraid. Oh, exactly. Right. She feels frightened, right? She frightened by Yuriko. Is Chenwa frightened by AJ? No, she's not frightened by AJ. Who is she frightened by? Well, she's frightened by Yuriko. Why is she frightened by Yuriko? Well, she's scared of Yuriko. She's frightened by Yuriko because Yuriko says mean, terrible things. Yuriko belittles when Shenhua every day. That's why she's frightened by Yuriko. Does Yuriko find all the students in the class? Well, yes, that's right. Actually, she does. All the students are frightened by Yuriko. They are frightened by Yuriko. Does Yuriko find the teacher? No, AJ not afraid of Yuriko. He's not frightened by Yuriko. But Yuriko finds everybody else. And anyway, Shenhua tells AJ, "I'm frightened by Yuriko, and going to quit the class? AJ says. Chenhua, stick it out. Does AJ want Chenhua to quit the class? No, he wants her to continue with the class. He says, stick it out, Chenhua. Continue with the class, Chenhua. Does AJ want Chenhua to stick it out in English class? Yes, that's right. He wants her to continue with English class. He wants her to get it out in English class. Does he want her to stick it out in science class? No, this is not a science class. He doesn't want her to stick it out in science class. He doesn't want her to continue in science. He wants her to stick it out in English class. Does AJ want Yuriko to stick it out? No, they opposite actually. He does not want Yuriko to continue with the class. Who does he want to stick it out in class? Well, he wants Chenhua to stick it out, right? He likes Chenhua. He wants Chenhua to stick it out in class. He wants her to continue. He does not want Yuriko to stick it out. So he tells Chenhua, stick it out, Chenhua. Don't worry, I will get rid of Yuriko. Then we will on the buzzer off. Is he going to make Yuriko leave the class? Yes, that's right. He's going to get rid of Yuriko. He's going to make her leave. He's going to throw her away. He's going to put her out. Right? That get rid of means to eliminate, to delete, to throw away. So he's going to get rid of Yuriko. Will he get rid of Chenhua? No, he wants Chenhua to stick it out. He will get rid of Yuriko. Why will he get rid of Yuriko? Well, because Yuriko is finding the other students right. That's why. After Yuriko leaves, he says, then we will be better off. Will all the students have a better situation after Yuriko leaves? Yes, that's exactly right. That's be better off. They will have a better situation. Will the class improve after Yuriko leaves? Yes, that's exactly right. The class will be better off. The class will improve. Everyone will feel better. Everything will be better. They will be better off. They will improve and be happier after Yuriko leaves. Will the class be better off if Chenhua leaves? No, they don't be better off if Chenhua leaves. Chenhua a great student. She's very nice. They will be better if Yuriko leaves. Will the class be better off if AJ will leave? Well, maybe. If maybe they need a better teacher. AJ may be not a good teacher. But in general, no. They won't be better off if AJ leaves. They'll be better off if Yuriko leaves. Okay, so AJ says he will only be better off after Yuriko leaves. The next day, AJ, the teacher, brings a gun to class. Because he's American, we all have guns. He points the gun at Yuriko and he says to Yuriko, the teens her, and he says, Yuriko, if you come to my class again, I will kill you. Then I will take custody of your son and beat him every day. Does AJ threaten Yuriko? Yes, that's exactly right. AJ says he's going to hurt her. So he threatened her. He threatened Yuriko. Does AJ threaten Changhua? No, AJ does not threaten Changhua. AJ threatens Yuriko. Why does AJ threaten Yuriko? Well, he threatened her because he wants her to leave the class, right? He wants to frighten her. He wants her to leave the class. That's why he threatened her. And using threaten is a verb here, right? This is a verb to threaten. Does AJ threaten other students? No, he only threatens Yuriko. He only says he will hurt Yuriko. He says, Yuriko, if you come to my class again, I will kill you. Then I will take custody of your son and beat him every day. When AJ turns Yuriko, what does he say? Well, he says he's going to kill her and take her son, take custody of her son, and then beat him every day. Will AJ take her son? Will he own her son? Yes, that's right. He will take custody of her son. He will become the owner of her son. The government will say, AJ, you are now the official father, the legal father. So AJ will take custody of her son after Yuriko is killed. Why will AJ take custody of her son? Well, he will take her son. He will take custody of her son so he can beat him every day. Oh, AJ such a nice guy. He says, I will take custody of her son and beat him every day. Will take custody of her daughter? No, he will not take custody of her daughter. He will take custody of her son. Whose son will he take custody of? Well, he will take custody of her Yuriko's son. Why will he take custody of Yuriko's son? Well, sure, he can beat him, and sure, he can threaten her. Okay, so he says, leave now, or I will take custody of her son and kill you. Leave the class now and never come back. Yuriko frightened by AJ says. Is Yuriko scared by what AJ says? Yes, she's very frightened by AJ says. Is Yuriko frightened by AJ's compliment? No, of course not. AJ did not say something nice to her. That's a compliment. She's frightened by AJ's test. What was AJ's test? No, it's a noun, right? This time is now. Well, AJ says what he says he would kill her and take her son. That's what AJ says. That's a dangerous thing AJ says he will do. Okay, AJ says, what is finding? What is scary? Now, I'm using frightening as the adjective. Yes, AJ says was frightening. Sure, Yuriko was fine, right? AJ says was frightening. So Yuriko feel fine. Friends is a feeling. Frightening describes a situation of or thing. Sure, AJ's teeth were very frightening, very scary. Okay, so after AJ's teeth, what does Yuriko do? Well, after AJ's teeth, after she heard AJ's teeth, Yuriko started to cry. Oh no, please don't hurt me. Then she ran out of the class, and all the other students cheered. Yeah, we happy. Goodbye.